All right, so let's not act surprised. Let's not act like we didn't expect to be here sooner rather than later. Dodge's first all-electric battery-powered car is coming out as soon as next year. But you'll be surprised what it is. Let's talk about it. It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video for you guys. So as you can tell, I'm in a car that makes this a car vlog. You already know what's going down when I come around. Let's go ahead and get into it. Car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, and anything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around, right? For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out, right? So let's talk about it. Let's not act like we're surprised here. Let's not act like we didn't expect this to be the future, because it is. Dodge is going to be dropping their first all-electric battery-powered car next year, as in 2023. It's 2022 now. They're going to be dropping it next year. Now, I know that we talked about the Hellcats dying in 2023. I know that we talked about the all-electric battery-powered muscle car, 900 plus horsepower, coming out in 2024. So you say to yourself, so what are you talking about? 2023, what's coming out? Well, Dodge did promise us that 2 new cars were going to be dropping between now and 24, right? The first one is what I'm about to mention. The second one, we don't quite know. 2023 Dodge Hornet, right? If you're familiar with that, this is not the first time that Dodge has dropped the Hornet. They dropped the Hornet back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, something like that. I should have did my research on that. But all new 2023 Dodge Hornet SUV. A lot of people are saying that this car is going to be replacing the Dodge Journey, which is like a crossover SUV type automobile that they used to produce in the early 2000s, or not early 2000s, but mid 2000s, like 2015, 2016, the same way that they were doing the Hellcats initially. But they got rid of it eventually. They got rid of the Journey, and of course they've got the Caravan. They got rid of that actually. And then I think they put a lot of their money into the Jeep Cherokees, right? The Grand Cherokee, the Wrangler, so on and so forth. So I guess they figured if you wanted an SUV, either get a Durango or a Jeep Cherokee of some sort, right? Well, they're bringing back the SUVs, except this year, or next year rather, it's going to be the Dodge Hornet, 2023 Dodge Hornet, and it's going to come with some surprising features. So let me read this off from you top to bottom. So basically a leak video as long as as well as leaked pictures and all that stuff was taken in an Alfa Romeo factory in Italy. Now, if you say to yourself, so what does Alfa Romeo and Dodge have to do with one another? Fiat Chrysler. All right, Fiat makes both of them. So quite naturally, if you see Alfa Romeo in a Dodge manufacturing plant, it's nothing foreign because they're made by the same people. Long story short, is in the Alfa Romeo factory over there in Italy, spy shots were able to pick up a new SUV that didn't have Alfa Romeo badging on it, that instead had Dodge badging on it, Dodge stripes, you know, the stripes, the dual stripes. On the interior as well as the exterior of the car, which led people to believe that this is a Dodge. Unfortunately, or surprisingly rather, this was not a Dodge that we had ever seen before, which means that it was new. This was the Hornet, an SUV crossover. They were able to determine that the front fascia, the hood, all of that falls in line with Dodge models, even the upper grille. They said that the upper grille looks something like a wide body Charger, and a old Durango. So you remember the Durangos had it first with the new front end, and then it came down to the wide body Chargers. So they said that the front fascia looks like a wide body Charger. The grille looks like that of a Hellcat as far as the inserts are concerned. It's only going to go up to a Dodge RT line, so don't expect any SRT Hornets or anything like that coming anytime soon. It looks like the interior on the steering wheel actually has the 2 Dodge stripes, the Dodge symbol in the middle, which indicates further that this is a Dodge product. One thing that a lot of people didn't know is that Fiat Chrysler applied for the trademark in 2020 for the Hornet, right? And they kept that under wraps because they knew that the Dodge Journey was going to cease to exist. So they kept that under the wraps, but they did apply for the trademark in 2020. So they've been sitting on this for 2 years at this point. 2023 model, it's going to come in a hybrid powertrain, similar to the Ram e-hybrid 5.7 liter, you know what I'm saying, that we've been seeing for probably the last 2 or 3 years. It's going to be that, where it's a combination of gas powered as well as electrical power, whatever the case may be. It's going to come in a turbocharged 2.0 liter 4-cylinder model as well. I believe that one's going to be putting down somewhere between 280 horsepower, a little bit more than that. The hybrid is going to have 256 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. The turbocharged should be right at about 280, something like that, 280 realm. And then, well, they're also going to be all-wheel drive as well, which is good for you guys that like those all-wheel drive SUVs, rightfully so. But what's most interesting here is they are going to be offering a fully electric model, fully electric battery-powered model, ladies and gentlemen, the real deal. So you're literally going to get a piece of what 2024 is supposed to hold for the Chargers and Challengers. This will be Dodge's first experiment, first opportunity, first chance, first look at an all-electric battery-powered Dodge Mopar for the first time ever. They're going to be releasing that as an option with the Dodge Hornet, all-electric, battery-powered. We don't have any specs on the power that it's going to put down. We don't have any specs on the mileage and all that good stuff. I'm sure the mileage is going to be good because we're talking about a Hornet here. We're not talking about, you know, any kind of high performance vehicle or anything like that. We're talking specifically about a Hornet. You know what I'm saying? So there shouldn't be, you know, any comparison as far as the power is concerned and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So there should be no issue there. I'm sure the range will be good. I'm sure, I was about to say miles per gallon, but I'm sure the range will be just fine. I'm sure the interior will be nice. I think it's supposed to get that big, let me see here. It is supposed to get that big 10.25 inch Uconnect screen, Uconnect 5 infotainment system, and a 12.3 inch digital gauge cluster. So I would imagine it's going to be 12 inches right here in front of you, the DID, driver interface, whatever. And then it's going to have that big 10.25 inch screen, similar to what you get in the Rams and the TRX and all that good stuff. That'll probably come down to the Chargers as well. Can you imagine sitting in a Charger and having a 10.25 inch screen right there in front of you and then a huge ass infotainment? That's going to be ridiculous. But that is coming in the Hornet. But the good thing about it, and you can look at the pictures, the good thing about what is coming out with the Hornet is that we're going to get a look at what Dodge has in store for 2024 and the big boys. And when I say big boys, I'm talking about the Chargers and Challengers, right? Because I am a huge proponent or component or whatever the case may be that Dodge needs to hit this out the park when 2024 comes around. If they're going to get rid of the Hellcat, the Scat Pack, and all that stuff, when 24 comes around, whatever they do needs to be a home run. Because if it's not, they're going to lose a lot. They're going to lose a lot of customers. Or they're just going to have customers driving around in 2020s and 21s and 23s. You know what I'm saying? Because the likelihood that someone's going to trade in their loud-ass 900 horsepower Hellcat and move to a quiet, all-electric, battery-powered, whatever they got planned, is going to be highly unlikely. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, whatever they got planned, it better be good. So being able to see it kind of up close and personal before it all happens with the Dodge Hornet is a good thing, if you ask me. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that we're going to be able to see what we're getting into before we actually get into it, man. So they're going to have a regular V6 edition. They're going to have a four-cylinder, four-cylinder edition, turbocharged four-cylinder. They're going to have a hybrid edition, and then they're going to have an all-electric battery-powered edition. I don't think a lot of you are going to be interested in this car because it is an SUV, and it is, I mean, it's a SUV. It's not an SRT or anything like that. It's not coming in the SRT variant, and I could be mistaken with the RT variant because I don't see anything about a V8 on here. So there probably will not be a V8 in this car here at all. So if you are familiar with Alfa Romeo's automobiles, Alfa Romeo Tonale, I don't speak Italian. Tonale Tonale V. If you're familiar with that automobile as far as the SUV is concerned, it's going to be similar looking to that. The size, dimensions, all that stuff is going to be similar. But if you can take everything that looks Alfa Romeo and make it Dodge, that's what the Dodge Hornet is going to be. So if you're familiar with Alfa Romeo and their trims, that's exactly what the Dodge Hornet is going to be there, guys. But as always, talk to your boy. 2023 is next year, and they're going to be dropping their first all-electric all-electric car next year and testing that out. So we're going to get to see what the future holds and what the future looks like. But as always, guys, like, subscribe, comment. It's been your boy Knockout 360. We got a new car coming to the family. See you in the next one. Peace.